Boom! What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Armament Factory with yours truly, Big Luch, for another Champions League night. Let's go. Tonight we're doing a hate watch. We obviously did the watch along yesterday when Arsenal played. Come on! Through to the quarterfinals again. Facing Sporting Lisbon in the next round, obviously. But tonight we are doing a hate watch. That's right. Tottenham are playing again tonight. Our fiercest rivals, our North London rivals. So we're playing Tottenham. Well, no, sorry, we're not playing Tottenham, but Tottenham are hosting Atleti Madrid tonight in North London. So this is going to shape up to be a great match. Tottenham are currently behind with a 3-goal deficit. I mentioned a 2-goal deficit, but I just remembered it's actually a 3-goal deficit. They went from 4-2 to 5-2. So they have a big mountain to climb. Can they do it tonight? I mean, I don't think they can. It's going to be absolutely funny and hilarious and comedy central, hopefully, again, like the last match, because they went 3 goals down in 15 minutes, guys. 3 goals in 15 minutes. They went 4 down in about 22 minutes. So let's hope it's going to be another comedy central today in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Right, so let's go, guys. The game is about to start. First thing we want to do is just look at the lineup today quickly, see how they're shaping up to play against Atleti, and let's see how Atleti Madrid are shaping up to face Tottenham. So Tottenham with Igor Tudor tonight are going with a back 5. So they're playing 5-4-1. Very defensive. Obviously, they don't want to concede more goals. They want to go and try and get some goals back, maybe very early, to try and stay within the tie. Because the minute Atleti scores, I'm telling you, game over. So let's see how they're lining up. Vicario in goal. Pedro Porro, Christian Romero, Dragosin, Mickey van der Ven, and Jet Spence as the back 5. Now, in midfield, you got Xavi Simons, Papa Matasar, Archie Gray, and Matthias Tell. And up front, you've got Kolo Muani. So, obviously, they got still loads of injuries, but they're going very defensively like that. I must say, they are very scared to concede goals. So let's look how Atleti is lining up against them. Atleti in the away, a light sky blue kit, are lining up like this. So Musso in goal, Molina, Lenormand, Hanko, and Ruggeri as their regular back 4. Simeone, Loriente, Cardoso, and Lukman in midfield, Griezmann and Alvarez up front. So they're going with the classic 4-4-2. That's my favorite lineup. That's how I love to play, 4-4-2. So let's see how they would cope with the back 5. See if Griezmann and Julian Alvarez can get in behind that back 4. I mean, you got Lukman behind them as well, Loriente and Simeone. I mean, they are a very strong team. They haven't had the best of starts, and they got hammered by us in the Champions League and a few other teams. Well, let's see what they can do against Tottenham. They're already 3-0 up against them, basically, because the tie is 5-2 on aggregate at the moment. So Tottenham have to be careful not to concede. Right, we've got Rob in the house. What did Newcastle do to Barca? Bro, I was watching that game, Rob, and I was watching the first half, and I was thinking, yes, Newcastle. Yes, slap them up, get through to the next round. But then all of a sudden, as soon as the second half started, it was just goal after goal after goal. I mean, they got slapped up. What happened? I don't understand. How did they go from the first half where they're playing pretty decent to a second half where it's just slap, 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 slap? They just goal after goal. I mean, look, I'll be honest. What's his name in goal? Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale was having an absolute nightmare. Honestly, I don't know what he was on, especially for that Lewandowski goal at the back post. What was he doing? He jumped the whole other way. It's like he wasn't even paying attention to where the ball was going. I don't know what he was on, and I don't understand why he is getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, he was pretty decent at Arsenal. I mean, he wasn't the best, but he was fairly average, all right. But I don't know what happened. Maybe, yeah, you're right. Rob says Newcastle thought, nah, I'm out. But, you know, that's probably what Eddie Howe thought, trying to focus on the Premier League to climb the table, because they're sitting 11th, 10th, whatever it is. I mean, they've been doing well, but that first half was an absolute contrast compared to that second half. I mean, I know it's cliche to say this, but it was actually a game of 2 halves. Like, literally, first half, they were Barcelona would score, Newcastle score, Barca score, Newcastle score, and Newcastle looked good. Newcastle looked like they was going to do that to Barcelona, and all of a sudden, second half started. I don't know what Hansi Flick told them. I don't know what he put in their water, but something clicked, boy, and it was just slap, 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 boom, bam, bish, and Newcastle capitulated. It was mind-boggling. I don't know what happened, guys. But anyway, let's get focusing on this game now. Rob, are you watching this game tonight? What are you watching any of the games tonight? What are you up to? Who else have we got in the house? Peakster couldn't join us yesterday. He went to the pub to watch the game. I hope he enjoyed it. Obviously, like I said, Arsenal got through to the quarterfinals, and we will be playing Sporting Lisbon, who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, last season, what did we do to them last season? We played them in the Champions League last season as well. I think we slapped them up back 6-something, you know. We battered them last season. So, yeah, man. Anyway, the game's about to start or has started. So let me get ready before I miss out this game too. Obviously, Liverpool as well playing Galatasaray. They are a goal behind. Bayern Munich are 6 up. Game has started, guys. Let's see what Tottenham can do. Right, here's Jed Spence. On the left-hand side, trying to make a name for himself, trying to get a cross in, but Simeone was like, nah, you ain't getting through, son. Thou shalt not pass. That's what Simeone said to him. By the way, guys, Simeone is actually the manager's son. He's Diego Simeone's son, but he's got a couple of other sons that play football as well, but this one was the only one that he kept at Atleti. Cross comes in, Christian Romero tries to get it. He's fighting for it. Christian Romero's got the ball and it goes out for a throw. Tottenham get the throw. Yo, MJ's in the house. By the way, Rob, where did you go yesterday? You disappeared the second half. Did you even finish the second half of the Arsenal game? Yes, MJ, welcome. What game are you watching, MJ? I'm watching the Tottenham game. Also, guys, like I said, Liverpool's playing against Galatasaray. We are keeping an eye on that game as well. Bayern's obviously 6-1 up on aggregate against Atalanta, and they're traveling to Bayern Munich tonight. So I'm guessing they're not going to get nothing out of that game. Here we go. Long throw comes in for Tottenham. Hold on 1 second, guys. Right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I just had to fix up the camera quickly. Right, here we go. So, Tottenham are 3 behind. It's 5-2 on aggregate. Can they come back from a 3-goal deficit? We're going to have to see. It's very difficult. Let's see. I have confidence in Liverpool to turn the game around. I don't have confidence in Tottenham at all to turn this game around. They're going with a back 5. MJ says, I'm watching this as well. Very good. Because the other games are pretty straightforward. MJ, did you watch the Newcastle-Barcelona game earlier? My God, did Newcastle get a drop, and it was embarrassing. But I'm still confused. I'm so confused. Why were they so good in the first half? Alanga getting 2 goals. Oh, here come Tottenham. But Atleti quickly clear it. And also what I would like to see is, I want to see how Tottenham perform after that Liverpool game. Because that Liverpool game, I'm not going to lie, although they scored only towards the end of the game, but their performance was much better. There was a bit of fight in there, because before that, remember, we were talking about Tottenham being the only team that's really in the relegation battle that don't really have a fight in them. I mean, they don't look like they're bothered. They don't really want to get out of the relegation zone. But then they turned up against Liverpool in Anfield, and I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked. I was like, wait, hold on. They're actually playing all right. And then that pigeon Richarlison ended up getting a goal at the end, towards the end. And they managed to get a point at Anfield, which we didn't even do. Arsenal didn't even get a point at Anfield. So you got to give them credit for that. You got to give credit where credit is due, even if it is Tottenham. But here we go. It's a corner for Tottenham. Let's see what these Hotspurs can do. Corner comes in, back post. Oh, and the keeper, Musso, with a big hand, but it's a foul somewhere because the referee just blew the whistle and it's a foul for Atleti. What happened? Who fouled what? Who did what? I didn't see no foul in there. Diego Simeone, head coach of Atleti Madrid. He's been there for years now. Must have been at least 10, 15 years now, at least, right? How long has he been there? He's been there for years. At least a decade. How long has Simeone been at Atleti? 13 years and 5 months. I wasn't far off. I said 10 to 15 years. So I was right there, right about there. So 13 years and 5. He's been there for a long time, guys. A very long time. And a lot of clubs want him. He's been linked with a lot of Premier League teams as well. However, I think his English, he doesn't speak English, or his English is very weak. Maybe he's trying to learn English to get to the Premier League, or he just doesn't like the weather in England, doesn't want to come here. But he's very comfortable in Madrid. He's very comfortable coaching this team. He's done very well. He got to 2 Champions League finals, unfortunately, both against Real Madrid, if I'm not mistaken. So he's lost both of them. And here they come, Griezmann, lining up a shot and it gets blocked. Julian Alvarez, and it's 1-0 Atleti Madrid, but it's offside. Lukman Ademola Lukman at the back post scoring a goal, but it's offside. Let's have a look at this. Was he offside? I mean, yeah, he was miles offside. Was he? Yes, he was definitely offside. I mean, Dragusin very lucky he played him offside. Julian Alvarez, Diego Simeone is going, I don't know about that. Yes, MJ, definitely was offside, 100%. Right, so where's Rob? Where you gone? Who else we got in the house tonight? What's going on? Talk to me, lads. Talk to me. Check is over. Definitely offside. Right, Vicario in goal. They're definitely not starting Kinski. That's another thing I was looking for. I wanted to see if he's going to start Kinski again today. But definitely no Kinski. I think Kinski, that's it. Igor Tudor's put an X on him and said, nah, we ain't having none of that. Well, here we go. Papa Matasar on the ball now. Mickey van der Ven. If that goal wasn't offside, literally, they would have scored within the first 10 minutes. It would have been so embarrassing, man. So embarrassing. Because Tottenham, to be still in this game, they need to at least get the first 2 goals at least and make sure that they don't concede and make sure that, Atleti don't get nothing. But I'll be honest with you, Atletico Madrid are just too strong for a team like Tottenham at this stage. With all that European experience, that's a foul from Julian Alvarez on Papa Matasar. Yeah, pushing the back. He's a lucky boy, because if that was later in the game, he probably would have got a yellow card for that. They're showing that shot again, and then the offside from Lukman. If Lukman had taken 1 step back, half his body was offside. If he had taken 1 step back, Diego Simeone is not convinced. Even with the technology, he's not convinced. He's like, nah, I'm not having none of it. Right, here's Atletico Madrid. Hanko lost the ball. Hanko got caught in possession. Here's Archie Gray. Mwani. Gray again, but he gets caught in possession. No, that was Xavi Simons. Gets the ball taken off of him. He loses the ball very quick. Here's Dragusin. Christian Romero now. Papa Matasar nearly lost the ball. He needs to release it quicker than that. Let's see if Pedro Porro is going to have one of those nights where his passes and his crosses are on point. Because I tell you what, he can definitely hit them on the sixpence. Wahana. Juana. Right, Xavi Simons. Matthias Tell, a.k.a. the Alcatel. Jet Spence now. Matthias Tell. He looked like he wanted to take a shot, and he does take a shot with his right foot, but that's way too weak and way too easy for Musso. He lined the ball up first. He tried to pull the trigger from the first touch, but he couldn't. And then the second shot, I mean, it was too weak. Right, Lenormand, one of the goal scorers from the last game. Oh, he gives the ball away. He gives it to Molina, actually, for the throw. I'm keeping my eyes on the other games as well, guys. So if you see me darting, just look at the other screen. It's because I'm trying to see the goal alert in the other games. So far, still 0-0. I mean, Liverpool losing 1-0 on aggregate against Galatasaray. They had a mad game in Istanbul where they got slapped up by Galatasaray. Here's Griezmann now. And obviously Atalanta as well, playing at home the other day, getting slapped. Oh, here come Tottenham, Kolo Muani. Oh, what was that? Get out of town, Charlie Brown. I don't know what the hell that was, but he tried to take a volley. I mean, look, man, who do you think you are, Eberici Eze? You definitely not that. So stop it. Stop it. Here is Adiola Lukman. Lukman. Cardosa. Griezmann. Hanko Telenormand. Simeone. Loriente at the byline. Keeps the ball in, but Jet Spence quickly pulls it out of the corner. Loriente won a corner for Atletico Madrid. Oh, it looks like Julian Alvarez is going to take it. Yo, chat, what's going on? Everyone in the chat, everyone's disappeared. Everyone's gone quiet. What's going on? Talk to me, lads. Julian Alvarez. Oh! Was a shot from who? I didn't see who that was. Hanko, I think. But the ball goes back all the way to Musso. As I was saying earlier, Bayern Munich went to Italy last week and slapped up Atalanta with 6. It's 6-1 on aggregate, and now they're playing at home at the Allianz Arena. I mean, if they don't slap them up there as well, don't know what's going on. Here's Mickey van der Ven, or Mickey can't defend, as we like to call him. Jet Spence to Mickey can't defend. Archie Gray, Dragosin. And you know what? The audacity of these Tottenham fans that used to try and say that Mickey van der Ven and Christian Romero were better than Saliba and Gabriel. My God. These fans are deluded. Right, here's Romero. I mean, talking about leaking goals. I think they leaked in 80 goals in 2 seasons, mate. That's redonkulous. Redonkulous. I mean, what were they thinking, mate? Honestly. Right. Here's Dragosin and the ball goes out. It's a throw in for Atleti. Tottenham are all over the place, to be honest with you guys. They are very nervous. They look very nervous. They're playing very nervous. Yes, we've got Rashid Araji in the house, Mr. Morocco himself. What do you think of the decision of the AFCON being gifted, taken away from Senegal and gifted to Morocco? I mean, that came in late last night, that decision. I wonder what Mr. Rashid Araji, my father-in-law, Mr. Morocco himself, thinks of that. I mean, I don't know if it's actually a good thing for African football. Here comes Loriente at the byline. Still Loriente. Ooh, and Tottenham with Xavi Simons just about clear the ball. Here's Matthias Tell now. Matthias Tell on the left-hand side running down the wing. Boom. Ooh, loses the ball. Griezmann now. Hanko. Loriente. Loriente. Wow, Loriente. Still Loriente. Still Loriente. But he loses the ball just outside the box. I mean, he went past 1, 2, 3 Tottenham players like it's nothing. He was gliding like he was on ice. Right, here's Matthias Tell now. And it's a corner for Tottenham. Let's see what they can do. Can they get an early goal? As I said, Tottenham did have a better display against Liverpool and Anfield. Can they put up a fight like that? Not that they scored many, they only scored 1, thanks to Richarlison. But don't you guys think that this is a perfect game for Richarlison to play in? Yeah, I agree. Mr. Araji said it should have been taken on the day. Their manager should have been banned for a long time. Yeah. Ooh, and the keeper gets out. I think the manager did get a ban, didn't he? The actual Senegalese manager. I think he's been banned from coaching or managing or whatever for a long time. But what I think you're right is that they should have done all of this on the day. But also, I think that once Senegal decided to come back on the pitch, I think the Moroccan players should have just said, no, you know what? You guys took way too long. That's it. You guys forfeited it. We won the game, rather than them taking the penalty. And to be honest with you, Brahim Diaz should have done a little bit better with a penalty. He shouldn't have tried to do that Panenka, but I don't know. Also, the tension, the nervousness, the pressure that was on him maybe played a part of it as well. But Senegal, I don't think they deserved it. I think Morocco did deserve it on the night. They should have taken it, and they should have let Senegal forfeit. But to do it now, for them to appeal to FIFA and the CAF, and then for it to be, I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. It will leave a sour taste in a lot of football fans' mouth. It doesn't really look. It doesn't look good on Senegal. It doesn't look good on Morocco. It doesn't look good on African football in general, and that's the shame of it. He only got banned for 2 games. Are you sure? I thought I read somewhere that he got banned for, like, I don't know, at least a few years. Didn't he get sacked by the Senegalese Football Federation? I thought he got sacked by the Senegalese Football Federation and he got banned from coaching and managing for, like, I don't know, 3 years or 4 years or something like that. Anyway, either way, that's absolutely ridiculous. If it was only for 2 games, Tottenham take a shot. Atleti clear it, and then Griezmann goes down from Jet Spence and a free kick. Well, regardless of whether it's 2 games or not, this is really a bad stain on African football and the CAF. It's not good, especially not when Morocco were the hosts and everybody was so happy with everything that was happening, and everyone was enjoying that particular African Cup of Nations. It just left a sour taste in everyone's mouth, and it's not good. It's really going to cause tension when those two play against each other. It's probably sparked of a rivalry between Morocco and Senegal now, that every time they play, it's just going to be a huge tension, and it's going to be like a derby now between those two. But yeah, that was a strange decision that came in last night. When I heard it, I couldn't believe it. I heard it very late last night when I was going to bed after the Arsenal game. Right, Molina on the throat. Archie Gray with the clearance. Looking for Kolo Muani. He did disqualify. My father-in-law says, no, he was like a hero. The ungrateful B word. He did his qualifications in Morocco. My God. I didn't like him. I really didn't like him. I didn't like his attitude. I don't like that kind of behavior. And it really, really was sad that that happened in the last game of the tournament when the tournament went so well. And the fact that he got his qualifications there in Morocco as well, that is a bit ungrateful. Yeah, he should definitely banned. I mean, he should be banned for at least a few years, and he should have been sacked as well. But the fact that they made him into a hero is a bit ridiculous. Here's Xavi Simons gets fouled as a free kick for Tottenham. Definitely a foul. Who was the ankle? Right, looks like Pedro Porro's going to take it. I did say I want to see if he's on the ball tonight. Pedro Porro, I must say, you got to give credit where credit is due. His delivery is not half bad. 1 second, MJ. I'll tell you in a minute. Give me 1 second. Pedro Porro now on the free kick. Like I said, his delivery is not half bad. You got to give credit where credit is due. I've seen him put some great balls into the box. Is he on the ball today? Is he on his game today? We'll have to see. I'll tell you after this free kick, MJ. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just see what is going to happen with this free kick. Can Tottenham get one back now? Pedro Porro on the free kick. No. See, it wasn't a bad delivery, but it wasn't a great delivery. Right. MJ, so if you remember, the AFCON was not too long ago in January, and Morocco reached the final against Senegal, and it was 0-0 for a long time, all the way, if I'm not mistaken, to the end of the game. And then in the 90-something minute, Morocco got a penalty, and Senegal wasn't happy about it, because they had scored earlier and it was ruled offside, and they thought that the referee was being biased to Morocco, who were the host of the competition. Matthias Tell took a shot, but it was too easy for Musso. So what happened was, they had a penalty ruled offside, and it was taken away from them, and then Morocco got a penalty. Senegal scored, and it got disallowed. Then Morocco got a penalty in the last minute, and they were about to take it, but then the manager of Senegal had ordered all of his players to come off the pitch and not play anymore, because he thought it was a bias, that the referee was corrupt. So he had ordered all his players off. So they was going to forfeit the game, which meant that it would be an automatic win for Morocco. But somehow, Sadio Mane, El Hadj Diouf, who was in the stands, obviously, and a few other Senegalese players went and got all the players back out of the changing room and brought them back to play again. So then Ibrahim Diaz took the penalty, done a Panenka, and he missed. And later on, Senegal ended up scoring and winning the competition. But Morocco was obviously not happy about that, because they basically forfeited, because they were off the pitch more than 10 minutes. And I think if you're off the pitch more than 10 minutes, you forfeit the match. They came back after like 15 minutes or something like that, whatever it was. But ended up playing anyway. So Morocco appealed that, or the Moroccan Football Federation appealed it. Here's Tottenham. And yesterday, MJ, they won, and Senegal had their win taken away from them, and the trophy taken away from them, and it was gifted to Morocco, and Morocco was gifted the win of the African Cup of Nations. So it's a bit of a hoo-ha that's been going on here. But FIFA was behind the decision, because it was black and white in the rule book. But if you leave the pitch for 10 minutes or more, the game should be forfeited. They left for 70. There you go. Exactly what I just said. So my father-in-law just said that FIFA was behind the decision, because it was in black and white in the rule book, which is true. It does say that if you leave the pitch more than 10 minutes or so, the game should be forfeited. And they did. They left. I remember it being 15. My father-in-law saying 70. It was a very long time. It was near enough 20 minutes probably that they were off the pitch. So on that day, my opinion is that Morocco should just not played anymore. Having forfeited. Oh, here's Matthias Tell, and he took a shot. Why did you take a shot there? Call him one. It was waiting. See, that's the stupidity of Tottenham. They're so selfish, so greedy, these players. They want the glory for themselves. He had an opportunity to square the ball into Kolo Muani. Instead, he took a shot at the near post where the angle was super tight against Musso, who's a pretty decent goalkeeper. I mean, where are you going with that shot? How are you going to beat the goalkeeper at the near post like that? The angle is absolutely ridiculous. He is so stupid. Kolo Muani also said to him, why didn't you pass the ball? It is what it is. But that's what happened, MJ. So yesterday, FIFA ruled that Morocco should be awarded the trophy. However, it's still... there's always going to be an asterisk to that win. I don't think the Moroccan players are going to be happy with that, I'll be honest. Ooh, the corner came in and Tottenham nearly scored, but here's Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez with a long ball forward for Griezmann. Griezmann in acres of space. Lookman there as well, but he goes back and Tottenham are trying to recover Loriente. Here's Griezmann, Antoine Griezmann again. Hanko now. Cardoso. Molina back to Lenormand. Yeah, so, I mean, it will leave a sour taste in a lot of football fans' mouth. It's not going to look good on the African Cup of Nations. I mean, I'll be honest, the African Cup of Nations started to become bigger and bigger and better and more eyes on it. It was starting to grow in stature, but with this incident, it's just going to pull it right back. It's like the African football took so many steps forward, and then with that one incident, because of Senegal, I don't really blame Morocco, to be honest. It's not their fault. There wasn't referee in the game, and they played the game, and I think the decisions were correct. That was definitely a foul for that goal. He pushed the Moroccan defender. I think it was Aguerd. I don't remember which defender it was. Well, one of the Moroccan defenders got pushed in the back for that goal, and then the goal got disallowed, and that was a good decision. And the penalty was a penalty. Again, that was a good decision as well. So I'm not sure what they were complaining about. Really, obviously, they thought that, yeah, it was corruption, but it wasn't. It was a fair ruling by the referee. But that, we're talking about the manager. Oh, the manager for Senegal. I thought he was banned for a few years. Liverpool has scored. Szoboszlai on the 25th minute. Dominic Szoboszlai. It's 1-1 on aggregate. I did say I have a feeling that Liverpool will turn it around in Anfield. I mean, Anfield is made for these European nights. It's made for this occasion, especially when they're 1-0 down. I've seen them do it before. And it's only Galatasaray, to be honest. I know they got Osimhen and they got a couple of decent players there, but you know, at Anfield the pressure is on. Those fans will be the 12th man, and they'll be cooking in there as well. It'll be like a hot pot right now. Bayern have scored as well. Well, that game was already finished, to be honest with you. I mean, 6-1 on aggregate. That's ridiculous. But did you guys watch the Barcelona-Newcastle game? That was so sad, man. That was definitely a game of two halves. And yeah, I think I think they've already appealed. Senegal's definitely already appealed. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but it's to be honest with you, it's just not a good look on African football. That's all the problem is. It's really going to set back the AFCON. People are not going to take it serious anymore because this kind of stuff should not be happening at top tier football at those kind of levels with those kind of players playing. I mean, Morocco had some absolute superstars to say the least in that competition, and other countries too, of course. MJ says first half it was 2-1 to Barca. No, first half it was 2-2, wasn't it? No, 3-2. Sorry, they got a penalty in the last minute. I thought Newcastle did very well. That penalty in the last minute, they shouldn't have conceded that really, because the game should have been done. The referee should have blown the whistle already. He had given 3 minutes injury time, and I think the game went on for like past the 3rd minute, and then the penalty was given. So that was a little bit harsh, but it was definitely a penalty. What's his name? Kieran Trippier pulled his arm, And Rafinha obviously is going to go down. Here's Tottenham. Colomwani, and he scored. My God, Tottenham have done it. Colomwani. I can't believe it's 5-3 on aggregate. I can't even believe it. Tottenham, you know. Anyway, we're not going to celebrate that. This is a hate watch. Come on, Atleti. Vamos, Atleti Madrid. Right. It's a good goal, though. Matthias Tell with a great cross in. Colomwani right there. Bad defending from Molina, though. That was ridiculous. He just let Colomwani. I mean, nobody was with him at all. Molina's just watching him jump up and score that goal. So it's Tottenham 1, Atleti 0. Come on, Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez. Here's Lukman. Adiola Lukman. Lukman shoots. And Vicario saves it. Yeah, the standards of refereeing is mediocre, says my father-in-law. I think that's true. They need to step up the referee training as well. But, you know, maybe they should hire European referees to referee the African Cup of Nations as well. But then again, you don't know if they're going to have biases towards certain teams and certain countries. I don't know. Maybe they should have like the fourth officials and the VAR and everything being foreigners rather than Africans. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is for that. They need to train the referees better. That's definitely true. MJ says, I think they're still going to lose, not going to lie. Well, here's another corner for Tottenham. If they score now, game on, mate. If Tottenham score right now, my God. It's funny how all the home teams are 1-0 up. Right, here we go. Tottenham corner. Oh my God. Matthias Tell is so bad. I know he crossed that ball for the goal, but look, they're showing the cross for the ball, which was fantastic, and then he goes and does a corner like that. He literally just kicked the corner out. It went straight out. It was so deep. It went from one corner flag to the other. What a waste of a set piece. And that's probably what frustrates these Tottenham managers as well, especially Igor Tudor. He's so animated. He's so animated on the touchline because, like, how can you waste an opportunity like that? Giuliano Simeone not happy. He's the son of Diego Simeone. Right, here's Atleti going forward. Bear in mind, guys, Tottenham's home form is absolutely diabolical this season. I think they've only won like 3 times at home, or even less than that, maybe twice. So their home form is terrible. That's why I thought they was going to get smacked up here again today. But it looks like they're feeling themselves a little bit after that Liverpool game. Right. Colomwani a bit too hard on Cardoso. It's a free kick, and Antoine Griezmann on the free kick. Now, this is dangerous. Antoine Griezmann. He's quite good with his free kicks as well. His delivery system is not half bad. Let's see if he can do better than Pedro Porro and Matthias Tell. And why didn't Pedro Porro take that corner instead of Matthias Tell just now? Right, here's Antoine Griezmann. Plays it to Lukman. Corner of the box. Lukman tries to cross it in, but it gets blocked by Jet Spence. Simeone plays it back to Lukman. Lukman now. Who did he play it to? Hanko. Griezmann again. Ruggeri to Lukman. Lukman to Alvarez. Here's Loriente. Loriente crosses it to the back post, and Vicario. Why didn't he just let that go out? You absolute donut. The ball was going out, and Vicario kept it in, trying to make a save to look good for the cameras. What an idiot. Loriente, that's what I mean. It's just so Spursy. It's unbelievable. The ball's going out, but Vicario still decides to palm it out. To palm it back into play and put it in some dangerous area. Like, what a fool, man. Honestly. Ruggieri plays it forward. Beautiful play by Archie Gray. Archie Gray, there is a footballer in there. Here's Matthias Tell again. Who's that? Colomwani. Matthias Tell, shoot, look! Oh my God, this kid is so bad. They should have had a second goal, Tottenham. They had an opportunity. I must say, this is a great game to watch. It's end to end right now. Here come Tottenham again. Matthias Tell fouled. No, says the referee. I mean, the games tonight are ridiculous. That Barcelona-Newcastle game was end-to-end, and you couldn't keep your eye on it. You couldn't keep your eye off it, and now this Tottenham. But Matthias Tell, you are so dead, you scrubbed, you absolute donut. It's a great save by Musso, but why would you do that? He should have just laced your boots behind it and just shot it. He tried to place it into the bottom corner, and all Musso had to do is put his little arm out and block it. What an opportunity that was for Tottenham to go 2-0 up. They're just wasting. And by the way, that was all because of Archie Gray, who took it out of his own half, ran forward and created that whole attack. But here's Adeola Lookman with the ball now. Griezmann. Lookman. Griezmann. Still Griezmann. What's he going to do? Cross it or play it? Hanko. Molina. Simeone. Loriente. Molina still. Loriente. Griezmann. Julian Alvarez, another player that's linked with Arsenal. I would have loved to have Julian Alvarez at Arsenal. I don't think he's happy there. 1-0 up. Saints is 1-0 up, says my father-in-law. Southampton. Who are they playing? Let's have a look at the championship real quick. Southampton 1, Norwich 0. My God, I didn't even know this was being played today. And yesterday, Watford 3, Wrexham 1. I hope Southampton beat Wrexham to the playoffs, you know. I don't want to see Wrexham in the playoffs. I'd rather Southampton get to the playoffs. Let's have a look at the table now. Southampton have overtaken. With this result now, Southampton are in 6th position, meaning they're in the last position of the playoffs. That's very good because it was Wrexham, but they're on the same points. Even with this result, they're on the same points. And their goal difference, they're 2 goals behind Wrexham. Sorry, no, they've got 3 more goals than Wrexham. With this one today, it's 3 more goals than Wrexham. Hopefully, they can win this game tonight, the Saints. Because the Saints will get into the playoffs and they will possibly get up. I mean, they've only got Millwall, Hull, and Ipswich City there with them. So I think Saints have the opportunity to get back into the Premier League. It'll be good to see Southampton back in the Premier League, so we can have those Arsenal-Southampton games again. Right, Matthias Tell. Ooh, Griezmann. We're going to keep an eye out on that game as well. Then we'll see what Southampton's doing. Do you? My father-in-law says they have a game in hand. Let's have a look. Do you? No, you don't have a game in hand. With this game, everyone Ipswich Town have a game in hand though, not Southampton. Ipswich Town are the only club in the top 10 of the championship that have a game in hand. I think this is your game in hand, Dad, the one you're playing tonight. Because with this result, everyone's on 38 except for Ipswich Town. Right, Ruggeri to Lukman. Mickey van der Ven with a foul. Here's Adiola Lukman again. Gets fouled by Pedro Porro. He's not happy. Porro's like, how? Get up, man. Right, it's 5-3 currently on aggregate between these two. I mean, this game was pretty much wrapped up from the first leg. I'll be very surprised if Tottenham get anything out of this game. They might get a win. They might win like 2-0, 1-0. But to turn this around, we saw Sporting Lisbon do a turnaround yesterday with a 3-goal deficit, but that was against Bodo Glimt. I mean, it's one thing playing Bodo Glimt and turning it around and playing Atletico Madrid when you're three goals behind. Right, we're coming up to half time, guys. We're coming up to half time, and Tottenham are 1-0 up. Can they get anything out of this game? Can they at least get back and take this to extra time and penalties? It's highly doubtful. I mean, I'm not sure why Atlanta's even bothering playing. I know they have to, but I mean, look, they got to score 6 goals just to get it to extra time. But yeah, guys, so Sporting Lisbon were 3-0 behind against Bodo Glimt, and they went there. Bodo went to Lisbon yesterday. Here's Matthias Tell with a shot, and it gets saved, and Colum won. He couldn't get to it because Musso palmed it right out of the box. Another shot by Tottenham. I mean, they've had opportunity. They've had chances. Here's Julian Alvarez. Dragusin pulls him back, but the ref plays advantage. Here's Griezmann. Yeah, so Bodo Glimt went to Lisbon yesterday, and Bodo Glimt, which they was having an absolute fairy tale in the Champions League this season, a proper Cinderella story, Bodo Glimt. Having made it to the knockout rounds of the Champions League for a club that size is not half bad at all. They went to Lisbon and got slapped up by Sporting Lisbon. I mean, not only did Sporting Lisbon get the 3 goals back and take it to extra time, they ended up scoring 2 extra goals and beating Bodo Glimt 5-3 on aggregate. It's very difficult to do that in the Champions League. If you're 3-0 up, you pretty much have wrapped it up. I've only seen it a couple of times. I've seen it yesterday. I saw Liverpool do it against Barcelona a few years ago. We've talked about that. Obviously, that was a crazy game as well. Ooh, Julian Alvarez with a shot. I think it got deflected because he's claiming a corner. Who touched that? I didn't see no one touch that, but that was going right into the top bins if it got deflected. Let me see. Did it touch Saar? I don't know if it touched anyone, but if it did, then that means it was on target. It looks like someone did touch it because there's a corner. Griezmann's about to take it. What an absolute shot, says MJ. Definitely a great shot that was. So Arsenal have to play Sporting Lisbon in the quarterfinals. Now, remember, we beat Sporting last year by some ridiculous margin. I think we beat them 6-1 or something like that. So hopefully we can, over 2 legs, also Slap, slap. Slap them up. Boom! Simeone with a shot. Oh my God, Vicario, what a save! Giuliano Simeone with an absolute firecracker. Oh, it was Christian Romero. Was it Pedro Porro? Who was it? Christian Romero. It flicked off his head. It flicked off his head and Vicario just about saved it. My God, what a save. Even MJ said, what a save. Alvarez. Here's Simeone again and he gets blocked. Gets blocked by Christian Romero. That was very lucky. Tottenham were very lucky right there because, my God, that shot was definitely going on target if it wasn't for Christian Romero's head. I mean, it was still on target because Vicario had to save it, but I think without that deflection, he might have not saved it. Pedro Porro now running. Tried to play a through ball to Colomwani, where the ball goes out for a throw-in. Tottenham get a throw-in now. Right, we're coming close to half-time. There's only 2 minutes injury time, guys. Here's Matthias Tell. Jet Spence. Tell on the overlap. At the byline, crosses it, but nobody there. And Musso grabs it and goes down. I mean, they're just too weak up front. That's the problem. Tottenham just don't have no firepower whatsoever. Which is good because we're hating on them, obviously. But as a neutral, you'd say, yeah, look, man, they've had so many opportunities, but couldn't capitalize. Here's Mickey can't defend. Oi! Back heel from Tell to Jet Spence. Jet Spence now running down the line. Ooh, Simeone. I mean, Jet Spence has a bit too much power for him, but patted him on his head as well. Right, here come Atleti Madrid. Simeone, Loriente. Still Loriente. Went to the left-hand side. Here's Adiola Lukman. Griezmann. Griezmann with a cross to the back post. Did Jet Spence touch that? It's another corner. Jet Spence should have let it out, but I don't think he knew that where the player was behind him. It's another corner for Atleti. Can Atleti capitalize on this? Igor Tudor not happy about the decision. I don't think, but Jet Spence didn't complain. Why would he be complaining? Griezmann with a thunderbolt of a corner. That was an absolute fantastic corner. Simeone with a shot again, but it's way too wide and it goes out for a goal kick. He does look a bit like his dad as well, you know. Oh, what? It's half time. Right, guys. It's a half time. So I'm going to make myself another cup of tea. Don't go nowhere, guys. We'll be back for the second half in a jiffy. So quickly, let's round it up. So Tottenham 1, Atleti 0. Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0. Bayern Munich 1, Atalanta 0. Right, guys, I'm just going to go get myself a quick cup of tea and I shall be back. Don't go nowhere. Right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. What's happening, everyone? Right, so it's half time, guys. Like I was saying, we are obviously doing the Tottenham Atleti and Madrid game. But Liverpool are winning at Anfield. It's 1-1 on aggregate. So if that goes to extra time and penalties and the other games are finished, because I don't see Tottenham coming back against Atleti. If they do, it'll be a miracle. But we'll switch over to the other game and see what happens with Liverpool against Galatasaray. But I do see Liverpool getting another goal, to be honest, getting another couple of goals. They have European pedigree. They have European legacy. So, Anfield on a European night, it's very, very difficult for any team to go down. I mean, I've seen Barcelona be 3-0 up and end up losing 4-0 against Liverpool at Anfield, because that crowd at Anfield really is the 12th man. They really, really put pressure on the other team and make things difficult for the opposition. So that'll be interesting to see. But Tottenham are 1-0 up. I mean, look, their home form this season has been ridiculous. I did say they hadn't won more than 3 games at home, I believe. So can they turn a 2-goal deficit around? It's 5-3 on aggregate at the moment. Can they come out in the second half, score 2 more goals to take it to extra time and penalties? I think that's the best they can do. I don't see them scoring another 3 goals. If they win 4-0 at home, which they haven't won 4-0 all season. So if they win 4-0 in this game, I don't know, I might have to do some sort of forfeit on the next stream, because that's just going to be unbelievable, because I don't see that happening. But anything can happen in football. Obviously, the earlier game was Barcelona-Newcastle. My God, Newcastle, why did you do that to yourself? I don't understand. I think that third goal, the penalty, really made them drop their heads, because it was right before halftime. If they would have just kept their concentration and went into halftime at 2-2, maybe they would have come out with a bit more confidence, because they were on fire, man. I'm telling you, Newcastle were just slap on Barcelona in the first half. But then Barcelona just turned it around and they came out and went whack, slap, boom, bam, bish, and knocked the hell out of Newcastle. I mean, that was ridiculous. I don't understand how that happened. It was so confusing. Really a game of 2 halves. But yeah, we'll see what happens going forward with these games now. Bayern is obviously already through. I mean, 7-1 on aggregate is ridiculous. The only teams that have qualified already are... Sorry, guys, I was just looking at something. So the teams that have already qualified are obviously Real Madrid, Sporting Lisbon, Arsenal, and Paris Saint-Germain. So PSG have qualified as well. So Sporting Lisbon, Arsenal is the first quarter final, I believe, on the 7th of April. That's going to be a great watch. Last season we played them. We slapped them up 6-1. So hopefully we can do the same thing this season. Obviously, that wasn't over 2 legs and that wasn't in the quarter final. That was in the group stages. The only thing is that, in the beginning of the Champions League, I was watching Barcelona and PSG to keep my eye on them to see what they would do and how they would fare. And they always look very weak in the group stages, or the league stage, whatever you want to call it, whatever it's called right now. What do they call it? The league stage of the Champions League. In the beginning of the Champions League, they look very weak. Somehow they get themselves to the knockout rounds. But then in the knockout rounds now, I mean, PSG against Chelsea yesterday and last week, I mean, they slapped up Chelsea as well. And Barcelona against Newcastle, it was 1-1 at St. James Park. Newcastle done very well. And then they come to Camp Nou, because Barcelona once again are playing at their home stadium of Camp Nou. I mean, they played in 3 different stadiums this season. It's ridiculous. But yeah, they've come back to Camp Nou and they slapped up Newcastle as well. It's it is what it is. So it's not looking good for the British, or English teams, I should say. It's Europa League tomorrow and conference as well. See how the English teams and British teams do in those competitions. But in the Champions League, look, Newcastle have gone out. Tottenham look like they're going out. Chelsea have gone out. Man City have gone out. And that was everyone saying, the Premier League is the best league in the world. Look, man, they've got everyone qualifying to the next round and blah, 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 blah. and they get to the knockout stages and it's slap, 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 everything. Yeah, so it's only Arsenal really represented for the Premier League, guys. Yeah, and I'm proud of it. You gotta brush your dirt off your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? When you say the name Arsenal, you gotta go like that. Because we're the only ones really representing the Premier League at the moment. It doesn't mean that we're gonna win it. It doesn't mean that we can't get knocked out. It just means that we are playing above and beyond ourselves and to the best of our abilities and really, really, really dominating European football as well as domestic football, because we did win the league stage. We were at the top of the Premier League, and we so far have not lost any games in the Champions League. And hopefully we can go and win the whole competition without losing. I will then still call these lot invincibles too. They should be called. They should be crowned invincibles. I mean, if they go through the Champions League without losing, look, if they go through the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and the Champions League without losing, doesn't matter if they took a couple of losses in the Premier League. They'll still be invincibles, because the Invincibles in 2004, they went through the Premier League without losing, but they lost in Europe and they lost in the Carabao Cup and whatever. So they did take losses. I mean, we did do the double, so we did win the FA Cup and the Premier League, but we took losses in other competitions. So really and truly, this lot should be called invincibles as well if they do the quadruple and win all 4 trophies, which is very difficult to do. I'm not saying that we're going to do it, but if we do it, we'll be the first team to ever do it. With the manager will be the first ever manager to do it, and we need to find some sort of name for these lot, because they'll be crowned kings of all kings. That's correct, lads. Kings of all kings. Now, let's have a look at the Southampton game. Let's see how Southampton's doing right now. So it's halftime in that game as well. So Southampton 1, Norwich 0. Watford slapped up Wrexham yesterday 3-1. So right now in the Championship, let's have a look, because we want to see who's going to get promoted. So in the automatic promotion spot right now is Coventry and Middlesbrough. So Coventry is on 77 points, so they look like they're going to get promoted. And we haven't seen Coventry in the Premier League for many years. And I believe it's Frank Lampard that's managing them there. So he'll bring up a team from the Championship into the Premier League, which would be fantastic to see. And Middlesbrough, who haven't been in the Premier League for many a moons as well. It'll be good to have Middlesbrough back as well. I mean, they're a Premier League classic team. They were in the Premier League for many years before getting relegated. I mean, Gareth Southgate was the manager there. Steve McManaman was the manager there. They had some fantastic players. They had Mark Viduka there at one point. They had Yakubu there at one point. Who else? They had so many good players there at some point. I mean, pretty decent players, I should say. They had made a good team. They got to the Europa League final, I think, didn't they? When did they get to? Like in 2007, 2008? I don't remember. But at some stage they reached some final. I remember that. But anyway, getting back to the game, because the team's about to come out. Oh, and I haven't even updated the score yet. That's how you know in Lele today. But right, Atleti is about to kick off, and they're playing right to left, Tottenham left to right. Here we go. And the game's kicked off, guys. Julian Alvarez. Right, so the Tottenham game is kicked off, and the other 2 games have not yet. It's still half-time at Liverpool, Galatasaray, Bayern, Atalanta. What can Tottenham do in this second half? They've got 45 minutes to score 2 goals just to go to extra time. Can they do it? Can they do it? They haven't won 3-0 or 4-0 all season. Xavi Simons, man, he is so bad. It's unbelievable. The amount of times I've seen him get caught in possession in this game, giving the ball away and depending on his teammates to get the ball back. Here's a ball from Pedro Porro for Kolo Muani. But Hanko quickly recovers, clears the ball. It's a throw in for Tottenham now. Right, and the Southampton game is also now on 61 minutes. So I don't know why I was saying it's half time. It's 61 minutes now. Must have started early. I should have refreshed the page. But it's still 1-0. Southampton 1, Norwich 1. We'll keep an eye on that as well. And here we go. It's a throw in, sorry. Dragus in with the long throw. Ball's bouncing in the Atleti box. Here's Xavi Simons, takes a shot. Oh, he gets pushed. Ref says, get up. Oh my God. Ref is not having none of that. Right, Archie Gay quickly takes the ball off, but it goes to Lukman. Lukman in acres of space. Only Dragus in front of him. Lukman, Julian Alvarez. Alvarez shoots and they score! Golazo! Julian Alvarez. Tottenham players are unhappy. They're complaining. They're running over saying Xavi Simons got fouled. He's still holding his back. He's still on the floor. I mean, it was a shoulder barge by Julian Alvarez. I don't know if it's enough to be considered the foul. I mean, Xavi Simons is too lightweight, man. He can't be getting pushed over like that. The ball went to Lukman, who was in acres of space. Lukman then played it into Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez with an absolute rocket. What a goal. A player that's been linked with Arsenal. I'm glad that he scored against Tottenham. It's 1-1 and this game is over. Shall we switch over to the next game? Shall we just go to the Liverpool Galatasaray game? Because this game is over. It's done. It's finished. Finito. Iga Tudor is unhappy. Look, Diego Simeone is gassed. Julian Alvarez. What a fantastic player he is, guys. Vamos, says MJ. Vamos. Pedro Porro's complaining. Everyone's complaining. It's 1-1. It's 6-3 on aggregate. Tottenham have to score 3 goals now just to get back into the tie. Archie Gray in the centre circle. Can they respond to this ASAP? Can they respond to this quickly? Southampton still 1-0 up. Right, here's Jed Spence. Ah, man, I wish I'd done the Liverpool game now. That looks like it's more exciting. I mean, that's something, that's some sort of game in that, because this is pretty much over. I just love to hate on Tottenham. I just love it. But I wish they made more of a, a game out of it. Like I said, their home form has been terrible. They've only won like twice or 3 times at home. They keep on getting slapped up at home. Here's Atleti today as well, slapping them up at home. Right, here's Jet Spence running down the line, running forward, coming inside, running into the box, trying to cross it. What a bad cross from the outside of the foot. He's trying to claim handball. You're not getting none of that. That hit the back of the head, mate. Ref telling him, back of the head, geezer. No handball there. That was just terrible play from Jet Spence. Oh my God. Right. Here's Papa Sa. Ute, Papa Ute. Ute, Papa Ute. Right, here's Pedro Porro. I mean, at this point, all the Tottenham players are just trying to play by themselves. They're just thinking, look, man, I can't depend on my teammates, so I'm just going to try to do something myself. And then they lose the ball. And here's Atleti. Ruggeri now. Back to Hanko. Here's Loriente. They conceded even though they're playing 5 at the back. I mean, it's It's so Spursy. Archie Gray's having a fantastic game, I must say. Here's Archie Gray again. Xavi Simons! And he scores! Oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Tottenham get another one back in 6-4 on aggregate. My God, what is going on? Xavi Simons. No, we're not doing that for Tottenham, MJ. We're not doing that. Not for Tottenham. It's Vamos, Atleti. Come on, Atleti, man. We're depending on you to slap up Tottenham. How are you going to let them back in? Right, it's Tottenham 2. Xavi Simons pulled one out of the top drawer right there. Didn't even look at the goal. He knew where the goal was. He twists and bends it right into the corner of the goal. Skims right past the inside of the post. It's a good goal. It's a good goal. Look, I got two though. Look at him. I think there's some sort of competition going on between Igor Tudor and Diego Simeone, because as soon as Tottenham scored, Igor Tudor turned around and looked at Simeone like, yeah, what? Yeah, no, it's the goal, bro. Beautiful goal, bro. Don't chat. My God, Xavi Simons, 2 goals in 10 matches. All of a sudden, he's ordering his teammates around like he's the captain. I don't know. He's grown in stature all of a sudden. He's got a bit of confidence now. Right, here's Atleti with the ball now. Well, there's plenty of time. Liverpool 2. Oh, hey, who scored for Liverpool? How did you get the goal alert before me? Ekatike? No. You're right. Hugo Ekatike on 51 minutes. Yeah, I told you Liverpool are going to come back in this game. Me told you, man. Me told you. Why haven't they updated the score yet? I don't get it. But it's Liverpool 2. Galatasaray 0, but they haven't updated the score. I'm not sure why. I'm really not sure why. Now they have. Right. Hugo Ekatike. I think that game is pretty much over. I did say Liverpool's going to win. Here's Tottenham again. Pedro Porro with a crossing. Hanko quickly clears it. Goes to Griezmann. Now Griezmann plays it forward. Is he going to play it to Lukman? Yes, he does. Lukman goes back to Ruggeri. Ruggeri now. Hanko. Lenormand waiting for it. Now he goes to the keeper, Musso. Here's Cardoso. Musso. Alvarez kicks it right, and the referee couldn't get out of the way. He apologizes to Alvarez. Referee pulls the ball back. I think he's going to give it back to Atletico. Lukman nearly scored as well, you know. Anyway, here's Julian Alvarez. Dragosin pushes Lukman to the floor. Lukman gets up and pushes Dragosin on the floor. Lukman gets a yellow card. Liverpool 3? You're right, Liverpool 3-0. My God. Ryan Gravenberg on 53 minutes. It's all over in that game. They think it's all over. It is now. Right. Dragosin's gone on the floor like a little girl. Thank you for the update. Bayern has also scored the second one. Who scored for Bayern, MJ? Let me have a look. Harry Kane penalty. Who scored the second one then? I don't know. You tell me, MJ. It's 2-0 Bayern. It's showing only 1-0 on my screen. It says 3-0 Liverpool, 1-0 Bayern Munich, but I believe you. Diego Simeone is still in Lookman and his team and his players calm down. Calma, calma. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Calma, calma, calma. It's a yellow card anyway for Lookman. Well, actually, now I'm glad I've done this game because Tottenham look like they want to make a fight out of it. Bayern, yeah, I've gone 2-0 up. Let's have a look who scored there. Harry Kane again. Yo, this Bre's on fire over there, man. Harry Kane in Germany is an assassin. Yeah, I see it. MJ says Harry Kane scored twice for Bayern. Yeah, he scored a penalty and then on the 55th minute. I mean, that game at this moment, what is it? Like 8-1 on aggregate? My God. Here's Lookman. The game gets stopped again. Johnny Cardoso gets pushed. Liverpool 4? What is going on? Galatasaray has capitulated. They have thrown the towel in. Who scored the fourth for Liverpool? What is happening here, mate? Wilfried Singo own goal. Yeah, that's it. That game's done and dusted. Galatasaray is flying back to Turkey with tears in their eyes. Istanbul will be crying tonight. Anfield must be going crazy right now. I did say it is going to be like, I did have a feeling it was going to be like that. I didn't expect Galatasaray to do own goal, but it seems disallowed, says MJ. Is it? Still showing 4-0 on my screen. We'll wait to see. Here's Jet Spence. Jet Spence with a bad pass. Xavi Simons now gets caught in possession again. Too easy, man. It's too easy for Atleti to get the ball back. Like some players in this Tottenham team, they're doing a lot of hard work. Here's Xavi Simons again. Porro! Oh my God, Pedro Porro! How did you miss? You're right, MJ. Was this allowed? Pedro Porro, he got the ball back from Xavi Simons. He's onside. Oh, I thought it was a goal, but the goalkeeper Musso got a hand to it. What an absolutely fantastic save. Right, it's a corner for Tottenham. Well, I tell you, they're making a game of it. Let's go. Vamos, Atleti. Come on, Atleti, man. Don't let these Spurs do this to you. Corner comes in from Jet Spence. Back post. Pedro Porro heads it back in. Dragos in, but it goes straight onto Musso. Well, they're getting chances, Tottenham. I mean, Atleti are giving them chances. That means Atleti are not really all that. They got better firepower than defenders. I mean, their front line looks good, but their defense, shaky. Oh, yes, sorry. You're correct. What am I doing? Thank you, MJ. Thank you. I keep forgetting because I'm so not into this game like that. No, I am. It's a good game. I will say that. I'll give them that. They're making a game of it. Here's Adeola Lookman. Ruggeri shoots, but Vicario saves it just about. I mean, Vicario makes it look like they're making some incredible shots, but it's just dead football. It was offside anyway. Bayern Munich are 3-0 up. Who scored the third one for Bayern Munich? My God, again, slapped up. It's 9-1 on aggregate. Lennart Karl, the youngster at Bayern Munich, has scored another goal. Here's Archie Gray, the youngster for Tottenham. Pedro Porro. I haven't seen Tottenham play this type of football in a long time, I must say. I mean, they're still weak, but they're really fighting to stay in this game. Archie Gray's having an absolutely fantastic game. You got to give him credit for that. The young boy at Tottenham. But it's Liverpool 3, Galatasaray 0. It's Bayern Munich 3, Atalanta 0. Bayern are 9-1 up on aggregate. It's ridiculous. Pedro Porro with the shot, but Musso saves it. It looks like it's going out for another corner for Tottenham. That's it. The crowd are getting behind the Tottenham. They're liking what they're seeing from their Tottenham team. I tell you what, if Tottenham didn't lose by that margin away from home, they could have still been in this tie. But, you know, having gifted them all those goals in Madrid, it's really left them a mountain to climb, and it doesn't look like they've got the energy to climb this type of mountain. I mean, we've got 30 minutes left in this game. That's plenty of time. They only need 2 to take it to extra time. Right. Matthias Tell on the corner. Let's see if he's going to waste this corner as well. Back post! But Papa Matassar. Papa Ute could not. Papa Ute. Oh, it's changes for Madrid. Defenders are coming on. What the hell? This bread just white bogey on his assistant coach's bald head. That is disgusting. Lookman's coming off. Yeah, no, he could. It was too difficult for him. MJ said, "What kind of header was that?" Yeah, that was a bad header because he couldn't do nothing other than that. He was going too far behind him. Right, Lokman and Molina are out. Koke and Sorloth are coming on. Man like Koke, you know. Koke is a legend at Atletico. I used to love playing with him on FIFA. Pause. Honestly, when I used to play with Atletico Madrid, that's all I used to shoot with Koke. Koke! I remember when the commentator would scream, Koke! Liverpool are 4-0 up, says MJ. My God, you're quicker than my goal alert. Mohamed Salah is on the goal. Salah. Man like Muhammad prayers. Here's Jet Spence on the left-hand side. Can he get away from Loriente? Just about. But loses the ball. Can Tottenham get it back? Here's Atleti. Koke. Here's Sorloth now. Sorloth running with the ball. The Atletico number 9. Here's Ruggeri. What a tackle from Mickey. Can't defend. Mickey can't defend. Said, no. He cannot run in here. He slid right in front of Ruggeri and told him, adios, amigo. What a tackle. Look at that. Even Diego Simeone is he's like, come on. He's like, come on. He would love to have a Mickey can't defend on his team, I'll tell you that. Right, looks like Julian Alvarez is taking the corner. Julian! Don't forget, guys, please, if you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on TikTok, subscribe, like, share, all of that. Cut up my stuff. Griezmann in the box. It was offside anyways, offside. Yeah, guys, like I said, please share, like, subscribe, all of that. Don't make me have to tell you again. It costs you nothing. Give me a like, give me a share, give me a subscribe. It won't cost you nothing like it was offside. Right, Tottenham making a change as well. Dragusin is coming off and Destiny Udogi is coming on. Udogi, bro, he's a dodgy bray, man. Dodgy bray. Dragusin was doing all right. Don't know why he pulled him off. Right, so it's Liverpool 4, Galatasaray 0, Bayern 3, Atalanta 0, and obviously this game is Tottenham 2, Atletico Madrid, or also known as Atleti, with 1. Tell tried to square it into the box again. Couldn't. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Destiny Udogie. Here's Matthias Tell. Destiny Udogie couldn't get the ball and it goes out for a goal kick. I don't know if these changes on both sides have actually helped. It's really slowed the game down. Right, it's a goal kick for Atletico Madrid. Musso with a long kick forward. Badman forward. Badman pull up. Right, Mickey can't defend. Xavi Simons. Destiny Udogie. Papasato Archie Gray. Archie Gray plays it to Tell. Tell to Destiny Udogie. Destiny Udogie. Oh, he tried to cross it to Kolo Muani. And Musso nearly made a mess out of it. But somehow managed to get the ball. Kolo Muani was there and wait. Archie Gray's having a fantastic game, I will say that. Right, here's Xavi Simons on the ball again. Udogie. Tottenham need 2 goals just to take it to extra time. Can they take it to extra time? That's the question. Right, Julian Alvarez gets away from Mickey van der Ven. Gets in the box. Vicario just about saves it. My God, you know, if Julian Alvarez would have scored that goal, that would have been incredible. Incredible. He had Mickey van der Ven he got away from. Jet Spence he got away from. Just about managed to save a Vicario, and Archie Gray there again to clear it. Look, Diego Simeone dropped to his knee like, my God. Romero yellow card again. I mean, Tottenham's discipline is not as bad as Chelsea, but it's bad as well, man. They get a lot of cards, honestly. Christian Romero better be careful he doesn't get sent off. He makes some rash tackles. He's already been sent off this season. Here's Vicario. Long ball forward. Right, Alvarez to Sorloth. Koke. Alvarez. Molina to Koke to Sorloth. Sorloth gets caught in possession. Pedro Porro gets the ball, kicks against his leg, and it's a throw in for Tottenham. Still 4-0. Liverpool Galatasaray still 3-0 and it's in Allianz Arena for Bayern. Crossfield pass all the way to Udogie from Tell. Not the best passes. Atlanta get the back. Atlanta. I don't know. I'm saying Atlanta just now. Atleti get the ball back. Here's Koke. Acres of space for Koke to run into. Acres of space. Archie Gray's following him. Right. Destiny Udogie in front of Simeone. Here's Koke again. Koke plays in Alvarez. Alvarez shoots, but Archie Gray blocks him. Archie Gray is having a fantastic game. Archie Gray is having the game of his life. Destiny Udogie. Muani loses the ball. Yeah, Luis Diaz scored for Bayern Munich. MJ says 4-0 Bayern. Yeah, I can see it. It's 4-0. Luis Diaz scores. Let's have a look at the Southampton game. Looks like Southampton's going to win their game 1-0. It's on the 87th minute. Meaning that Southampton overtake Wrexham to get into the playoff positions. And Bayern Munich obviously 4 now. Luis Diaz on the 70th minute. Thank you for the update, MJ. Right, looks like Bergvall is back. Bergvall's back from injury and he's going to go into the game. Alvarez. What? Christian Romero needs to be careful. He's been told off by the ref too many times. Here's another one. He's going into these tackles and these challenges way too hard. I mean, that wasn't a very bad one, but it looks like Liverpool and Bayern Munich are having a competition of who can score more goals on the night. They're both on 4-0 at the moment. Right, it looks like Pedro Porro's coming off for Bergvall. Why would you take Pedro Porro off for Bergvall? Igor Tudor makes some weird changes. Bergvall is a half decent player. I'm not sure why Pedro Porro got pulled off. Well, at least he's not complaining this time. Last time he was complaining like crazy. It's a free kick for Atletico Madrid, by the way. Let's see if Vicario is going to stand on one side of the goal again like he did against Liverpool. That was embarrassing. He should have saved that Dominic Szoboszlai free kick, but he couldn't. Ooh, nearly. Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez with the shot, but it goes over the crossbar again. And Vicario still touched it. He still got a hand to it. It's a corner for Atleti now. Corner comes in and they score. Hanko, David Hanko. Way to go. It's Tottenham 2, Atletico Madrid 2, and that is a goal from David Hanko. A great corner from Julian Alvarez to the near post. How did Vicario? I don't understand, man. I don't know whether to blame the defenders or Vicario. Why is nobody on that post? I mean, look, Diego. Oh, come on, man. I can't believe it. Diego Simeone going down on his knees, thanking his Lord. Tottenham fans and Tottenham players all look dejected. I mean, Vicario's blaming his defense, but that was bad goalkeeping from you, son. I don't know why you're getting angry for. It's 2-2. This game is over. Tottenham are not getting back in this game. They're not scoring 3 goals. They couldn't score 2 goals. They just about scored 2 goals. And here they're going to concede another one. Jet Spence get caught in possession. Julian Alvarez. And he's so lucky. Christian Romero just about saved it. He blocked the shot from Julian Alvarez. Jet Spence, I don't know what he was thinking. Papa Matasar clears it now. And here's Bergvall. Loses the ball. Koke gets it. Tottenham are all over the place. They need to regroup because they're going to lose their heads. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? They're about to lose. They're going to get slapped up. Right. Oh, here he comes. Sorloth. Jet Spence with him and he blocks the shot from Sorloth. It's another corner for Atleti. Atleti are hungry now. Well done, son. Vamos! Vamos, Atleti! It's a shame for the English Premier League clubs, but it is what it is. We don't want to see Tottenham succeed in anything. And they were not really supposed to be in the Champions League. I don't know. I don't even know what Jet Spence was thinking right there. Jet Spence got caught in possession in a dangerous area and not releasing the ball. I mean, that must frustrate Igor Tudor. That must frustrate his coaching staff. I mean, that is so ridiculous. I mean, that's Sunday League football right there. Right, corner comes in. Simeone shoots, but it gets blocked. Here's Xavi Simons. Tell plays it to Mwani. Mwani's got the ball now. Mwani's got Tell running in front of him. Mwani. Simons, Sarr. Archie Gray and Atleti has regrouped already. Tottenham are just not good on the counter-attack. They've regrouped already. Where you going, son? Look, they're too selfish and greedy. This is not a team. These Tottenham players are not a team. They're just all playing for themselves. They're playing as individuals. They don't care about, it being a team sport and that you need to have a team spirit to win games. Here's Papa Matassar. I mean, the amount of times that Tell should have released the ball. Look, and then when he does, he plays a bad ball. Destiny Udogie now. Destiny Udogie is going to cross it in. Papa Matassar. Simons. Is he going to get caught in possession again? He's running backwards to his own goal. Plays a bad ball. Jet Spence just about gets it. Jet Spence, is he going to get caught in possession again? Oh, Jet Spence nutmeg Sorloth. Unbelievable. And then Xavi Simons takes the ball off his feet. Jet Spence not happy about it. That's exactly what I'm saying. That was my point. Look, Jet Spence gets upset with Xavi Simons for taking the ball off his feet. He's getting angry. Jet Spence looks at the coaching staff and the bench like, what? Why did he do that? They're all individuals. They're all playing as individuals. Here's Papa Matassar. They're an absolute joke of a team. Bergvall. Here's Jet Spence again. And I don't understand Jet Spence. Jet Spence is a defender. He's trying to play like he's some sort of attacker. Archie Gray is the only... I feel sorry for Archie Gray, He's the only true player in this team. He's the only one that passes when he needs to pass, that runs when he needs to run, shoots when he needs to shoot. There's really a good player in Archie Gray. You know what? I hope Tottenham get relegated so that they have to sell Archie Gray. Bring him to Arsenal. I'll take him. I'll take Archie Gray. Put him on the bench. Let him learn from the rest, and then maybe give him a game here or there. Let him play in the mini cup games as well. There's definitely a player in Archie Gray. He should not be staying at Tottenham. Right, here's Bergvall. Throw in. Hey, Peekster in the house. He says, hola. I'm a little late. Don't worry, Peekster. You're always welcome, man. Which game are you watching? Bergvall in the box. Archie. Yeah, we watched the Barcelona game earlier too. Peekster was unbelievable. Tottenham back post. Alcatel loses the ball to Koke. Koke plays it to Sorloth. Sorloth running now. Sorloth. But Jet Spence gets the ball. Here's Archie Gray. Archie Gray to Tell. Yeah, that Barca game was crazy. MJ says that was crazy. I mean, all the games tonight are crazy. The fact that Tottenham managed to score 2 at home is crazy. Right, Tottenham are making changes. Gallagher's coming on. Danso's coming on. Yeah, it's true. I mean, they were already 3-2 up. I think, you know what it is? You're right, Peekster. They came out a bit dejected in the second half. But let me tell you something, right? Igor Tudor is so stupid. Igor Tudor took off Archie Gray, and now he's taken off Christian Romero, who are probably 2 of his better players on the pitch, to put on Gallagher and Danso. He is ridiculous. Yeah, Bayern has 10-1 on aggregate. I know it's nuts. I don't know why he just took Gray. Archie Gray is having a fantastic game. I don't know why he's taken off. But yeah, I think you were right, Peekster. They were already dejected. But I think it's that penalty right before halftime. I think it was that penalty right before halftime that that really affected Newcastle, because their heads went down, or they shouldn't have conceded that 3rd goal in the first half. But yeah, I mean, when that 4th goal went in the beginning of the second half, it was game over. I think that's what happened. and that's why their heads dropped. I mean, yeah, I got Trudeau. I don't know if it's Spurs, but Spurs are stupid. Yes, as MJ says, Spurs are stupid. I agree with you, but I got Trudeau. I don't think he knows what he's doing. I mean, you're taking off the two players that are playing the best for you. Peakster says my friends are Barca fans, and they said they would rather play Real Madrid. Yeah, well, they're used to them, innit? They're probably slapped up Madrid as well. But Madrid yesterday, what they done to Man City in over 2 legs with no Mbappe, no Bellingham, was crazy. Crazy. Man City have lost as well. Here's Bergvall. He got a cross away, but nobody was there. Colomwani couldn't do nothing. I still can't believe Archie Gray's gone off. Here's Papa Matasar. Bergvall. Oh, okay, I get you. Your friend, the Barca fan, he would rather have Real Madrid than Arsenal in the semi-final. I don't think we'll get Barca in the semi-final, would we? Are we against Barca? I mean, if we beat Sporting Lisbon, is it Barca next? To be honest, I haven't even looked at the road to the final. I just know who the next opponent is, and all I know is Sporting Lisbon is next, and we slapped them up last season 6-1. Slap! And we've probably got a better team this season, so I mean, you got to be confident playing Sporting Lisbon. I was hoping to play Bodo Glimt, but Bodo Glimt yesterday got slapped up. I mean, 5-0 to come back from 3-0 down to win 5-3 is crazy. If we beat Sporting, it's either Atleti or Barca. Okay, Barca, okay. Well, if we play Atleti, we've already played Atleti this season and we beat them 4-1, didn't we? At home. But then again, same thing happened. I think we'll beat Atleti over 2 games. Barcelona is different. Barcelona at the new camp. I mean, we're not going to do what Newcastle did, but I mean, Barca at the new camp is scary, man. They're starting to kind of like gel together and play good. The only thing I'd say, Barca's defense is very weak. I saw it against Newcastle today in the first half. I mean, the amount of times they allowed Newcastle to get in behind and get crosses off and get square the ball into the box and get goals, and it was just scary. But the second half, they just couldn't be bothered anymore, Newcastle. They knew they were out. They're like, you know what, let's just contain the damage. Let's just do damage control. And that's a very dangerous game to play. If you're playing that kind of game, it's crazy. Beekser says we would be playing at the Emirates as the return leg, so who knows? Yeah, you're right. Do you remember in 2006, the road to the Champions League final, we had Real Madrid in the semis, and we had the second leg at the Bernabeu. We won. I think we won at home, or we drew 0-0. We drew 0-0 at home at Highbury, and then we went to the Bernabeu and scored 1. Why is Richarlison not even on the bench today? What's going on? Was he suspended or something? No Palhinha, no Richarlison. None of them players playing. But yeah, to be honest with you, look, you got to play these players anyway. I mean, you got to play these teams to get into the final anyway. By the time you get to the semis and the final, it doesn't really matter who it is. You got to play those teams anyway. But yeah, I'm sure we can overcome them. Whether it's Barca or Real Madrid, I'm pretty sure we're better than them and we can overcome them. But, it is very difficult to do the quadruple, so let's see. Beekster says we could do both and we could do great in both legs. Yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident that whatever happens. I mean, if we just play our game and do what we can, I think we can overcome them. Yeah. He was a very lucky boy. He made some silly challenges. But then again, there was a couple of Barca players that should have got a couple of yellow cards and they didn't. If you remember against Joe Linton, there was that one, what's his name? Forgot what his name was. That bear hugged him and dragged him onto the floor. The ref just didn't even give him a card for that. So yeah, he's a lucky boy, Joe Linton. But Joe Linton plays like that. Atlanta goal, yeah? Oh yes. Thank you, MJ. Oh no, it was Peekster that told me. MJ says, I'm confident that we will win the quadruple this season. Well, it's never been done, MJ. It's very, very difficult. And we've got the Carabao Cup final this Sunday. So we'll see. That will be the first piece of silverware. Right, Simeone is coming off now. Jimenez is coming on. Another Atleti change. We're going to tick off the list on Sunday. Fernan Torres, that's it. That's who it was. Who scored for Atlanta? Let me just have a quick look. Lazar Samardzic. Lazar Samardzic. Right, Southampton has won against Norwich. Southampton 1-0 final score. They got into the playoffs. They're currently above Wrexham in the playoffs of the Championship. Wow, we might see Southampton come back into the Premier League if they win the playoffs, obviously. It looks like Coventry and Middlesbrough are going up automatically. Then it's between Southampton, Millwall. Who else? It's going to be between Ipswich Town, Millwall, Hull City, and Southampton. One of them will go back into the Premier League, obviously. But yeah, it's 4-1. It's 4-1 at the Allianz Arena. It's 4-0 at Anfield and 2-2 in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. MJ says we're going to tick off on the list on Sunday. Tick one off on this list on Sunday. Yeah. And another one we win the Prem. Yeah. Then two more when we do win the FA Cup and Champions League. I mean, it's easier said than done, MJ. It would be great if we do. I don't think we would be able. It's a little bit too difficult. I will say that. It's never easy to do that. But if we do, that'll be fantastic. If we do it, you know, it'll be the first team to ever do it. It'll be the first manager to ever do it. Here's Tottenham. Xavi Simons runs into the box. It's a penalty for Tottenham. I can't believe it. Tottenham might actually win this game. I know they're not going to go through. Oh, was it Xavi Espart? I thought you said it was... I thought it was Fernan Torres as well, to be honest with you. I don't even remember. I know I just remember seeing it, and he didn't get a yellow card, and I was thinking, wait, what? The referee was being biased. But if you say it was Espart, I believe you. I know, but they're checking the penalty. It's definitely a penalty, 100%. I don't know why they're checking it. It's definitely a penalty. Yeah, Tottenham do still need two. No, I'm saying the game was over. They're not gonna get another two, but they might just win the game. They can say they won the game. Tottenham fans are like that. You'll argue with them and like, aha, you lost. No, but we won the game. We won the game. Yeah, but you got knocked out. So I don't understand what you're celebrating for. They're celebrating getting knocked out. And Xavi Simons scores. They've got 4 minutes to get 2 goals. They got 4 minutes to score 2 goals. Xavi Simons has got 2 on the night. It's Tottenham 3. It's Tottenham 3. Atletico Madrid 2. You know, if they just would have not let Atleti score, yeah? You know, if they didn't let Atleti score, they would be... I mean, they would have been back in the game. But the fact that they give away 2... I haven't seen them score 3 at home this whole season. I think this is the only ever match this season I've seen them score 3 at home. They've been so terrible at home. They concede so much. And the fact that they allowed Atletico to score 2. I mean, if they didn't allow them to score, it would be 5-5 on aggregate right now. But those 2 goals cost them this game, honestly. They fought for this game, but gave it away. And look how quick the stadium emptied as well. Like, the game was 10 minutes ago, was already half empty. Let me update the score quickly. Oh, the injury time went from 4 minutes to 5 minutes. What the hell? Peekster says the ref in the Barca game was horrendous, even as a neutral. I watched the game, but I don't remember like too much of the referee to say. I remember some of them. that I found horrendous, like the Joe Linton one and him not getting a red card and some other players as well. I even thought that the Kieran Trippier got. Oh, here's Sorloth does the same thing. Yellow card for Sorloth. Sorloth just he doesn't care though. Just pulled Xavi Simons down. Xavi Simons is so weak, man. Peaks says biggest joke of the year goes to the so-called Tottenham fans, isn't it? I like so-called Tottenham fans. That stadium gets emptied quicker than I don't know what. Hey, Tottenham get another goal, and they miss, and they get. Oh my God! You know how many opportunities Tottenham's had. The ball comes in again. Yeah, trust me, it's ridiculous, man. Half the stadium's empty 10 minutes before the game ends, 15 minutes before the game ends. Bergvall with a back heel nearly got to Jet Spence. I can't believe Colum 1 is so rubbish. Do you know how many chances he's missed this game? I can't believe it, man. He should have just put his laces behind it. He tried to place it and it gets blocked. Do you know how many opportunities Tottenham had in this game? They literally could have got back into this game, I swear down. Atleti literally gave them the opportunities. Penalty! Corner for Tottenham. How is that not a penalty? That's crazy. I genuinely thought it was a penalty. I'm not going to lie. But the ref says no. Let's have a look at this again. Oh, no, it wasn't. What? Gallagher dived. They should get a yellow card for that. He's still got that Atletico Madrid in him. The Spanish in him just dived like he felt one tiny contact and he died. That's what I mean, Peaks. Imagine if they got 2 more and it goes to extra time. They would be kicking themselves, those fans, honestly. But I will be honest, yeah, you got to give credit where credit is due. Tottenham could have actually got back into this game and got through, you know. They actually could have. Oh, no. Here comes Atleti. Oh, no. Oh, Jet Spence ran back and tackle. They don't want to lose this game. They're like, no, we're not losing it. Here's Xavi Simons. Here's Xavi Simons running and he lost the ball. Why are you not releasing the ball, son? So dead, honestly. So dead. And then Danso goes and he tackles the player. Game over, fam. You got 1 minute. You got less than 60 seconds left. Right, guys. I'm going to just say my goodbyes from now because I'm going to lock off as soon as this game's done. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Peaksters, good to see you. MJ, thank you for coming and joining me as well. My father-in-law, Mr. Rashid Araji as well. Rob, I know you were there somewhere. You were in and out. Thank you for joining me. Everybody, thank you for joining me on TikTok. By the way, guys, I'm live on TikTok now as well. So TikTok, YouTube, please subscribe, like, send me all the love that you can send me. Tell all your friends and family about me. And I hope to see you guys next weekend. I will pick a game to do on Saturday. And then Sunday, it's the big one, guys. Sunday, it's the big one. Unfortunately, I couldn't get tickets to go to the game. So I will do a live stream. I wanted to go to the game and do some content at the game. I might still do that and then come back to do the stream. But if not, if I don't go to the stadium, because I do live next to Wembley, it's around the corner from me. So if I don't do any content over there, I will definitely be here to do the stream once the game starts. And the game's over. Tottenham won the game, but they got knocked out. Yes! Vamos, Atleti! Right, guys, so here we go. I'm going to lock off. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I love you, all of you. Thank you. Peakster says Bayern ended 4-1, 10-2 on aggregate. These aggregate games are crazy. Well, listen, hopefully we can do that to Sporting Lisbon, Peakster. Hopefully we can slap them up as well. 10-2 on aggregate or 10-0 on aggregate. Right, guys, it is what it is. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, everyone on TikTok, everyone on YouTube. Thank you for all the love that you shared, all the hearts, all the likes, all the this, all the that. Please subscribe. The TikTok lot, go on YouTube, subscribe on my channel, The Armament Factory. Everybody on YouTube, go to TikTok. It's Big Luch on TikTok. Please subscribe, like, share, remix, all of that. And I'll see you guys on the rebound. Ciao. Adios, amigos.